Hi everybody, welcome to the newest episode of crEATe. Today I'm making Indonesian fish ragout and I'm starting by peeling 600 grams of banana. So I took the smaller ones since they are not as sweet and they're also a bit more firm, which I like a lot, though they're quite ripe, the ones that I got at the store. So I'm pretty much just cutting them into 2 centimeter chunks. And this recipe is fairly simple putting together, and it's a lovely, lovely dish for winter season too. So next thing, I'm cutting and de-seeding a red bell pepper, and I'm also cutting it into bite-sized chunks, about a centimeter and a half. After that, I'm cutting the ginger and the garlic and next up is 1 onion. I'm always taking red ones. You could also use a white one or shallots if you have any of those in your house, and I'm just cutting them into fine slices. After that, I took some tarragon and only separated the leaves from the stems. I'm not going to use the stems since they are quite licorice, but the leaves are just fine. You could also use coriander if you'd prefer that to tarragon. Next thing up, and be careful with anything hot touching your eyes, you know, that kind of thing. That's why I'm wearing a glove. I'm de-seeding a red and a green chili pepper and cutting them into fine slices as well. There, the banana and the coconut milk will take away quite a bit of the heat, so don't worry, this is not a hot dish. I'm not very fond of hot dishes. So I defrosted my prawns already, and this is perch fillet, also from the freezer section in my grocery store, and I'm just cutting it into bite-sized chunks, about 2 centimeters. So in my wok, I'm heating up 2 tablespoons of olive oil, and I'm putting in the onion, garlic, ginger, the chilies, and I think that's that. Yeah, that's it. And I'm just sweating everything while stirring the whole time. So this dish serves 4 people. It's okay to reheat it, but not recommended when you want to have the rest for leftovers. I'm, by the way, adding some curcuma, or also turmeric, whatever you want to call it. And then I'm adding some sweet paprika powder, as well as some ground coriander and ground cumin. added all of the spices. I'm giving it a good stir, sweating up and heating up the spices, and it smells lovely at this point. So now it's time to add the water for the veggie stock. I'm using just some broth here instead. Stock is probably better, but I didn't have any, so I went with broth and it did the job. I'm also adding the coconut milk at that point, and I did go for the 90% fattened coconut milk since it's just way smoother. It has way more flavor to it, and it's just the better choice in this regard. So once I have everything combined, I add some salt and season the sauce with that. I'm letting the sauce heat quite a bit before I add the rest of the ingredients. I also add a tiny bit of pepper, but that is just because my husband and I like pepper taste a lot. If you think that the heat of the chili and everything is enough, just leave the pepper out. That's totally fine. So once I have all of that seasoned and combined, it's definitely time to put in the bananas and the pepper. And then I'm just going to let that sit. I think, well, it's about, I'd say 10 minutes that I do have the bananas and bell peppers cooking on a lower heat, like pretty much a simmer, but having the lid on top. After the 10 minutes are done, I'm adding the prawns and the fish, and then I'm just going to let it simmer, no more cooking, for another 5 to 6 minutes, depending on how big your chunks of fish are. I'm also adding in the tarragon at this time, and since I'm not cooking but only heating things through, the herbs will keep their taste and will be lovely in the end. And once everything has been heated through and everything looks yummy and is cooked fully, it's time to plate up, and that's already done. It's, like I said, a very yummy recipe, fairly simple to make. You only need a bit of time, a knife, and some ingredients. And I hope you give this one a try. It's, like I said, very, very yummy, especially in winter. So thanks a lot for watching. Please like and share this video if you feel other people should see it. If you haven't already, I would very much appreciate if you'd subscribe to the channel. Have a very good one. I'm going to see you next Wednesday with another paleo cooking video. Bye!